Oh, you YouTubers out there looking for videos to watch? If you're watching me, you're watching free X-rated speech. And I'm one ranting, pissed off American who's always pissed off about something. It's always coming from the public, from people who are out there in the public. They're the ones who piss me off. Privately, I don't really get into private citizenry unless they're really stupid and I just want to, but I don't do that. I go after things that are stupid out in the public venue. And I'm going to get my free speech in while I can, and I take that serious while I can. Anyway, I want to talk about or rant about Barry Soetoro again, of course. And this one I want to address to all the school kids that he talked to the other day. All you Obama youth out there in America, who he considers the Obama youth. I'm not going to get into his communist plan right now, but I just want to, I got an assignment for y'all. Here's the assignment. See, I'm one of those people who actually researched this guy over 3 years ago. I know who he is. I know what he's done. I know how he's grown up, and so on and so forth. And I'm one of those crazy guys who says that he's not even a U.S. citizen right now. He's not eligible to be president. Everything that's going on right now is fraud. And so I'm just one of those crazy loons out there that everybody tries to poo-poo on. And that's fine. I have no problem with it. I did the research. I know who he is. I know what the FBI thought he was way back when too, which is kind of puzzling to me now because where are you, FBI? Communist in the White House, FBI. But anyway, I got the assignment for you. And here it is. President Obama, and I'm only calling him that because all the adults in America are calling him that. And we're all being forced to call him president right now. I'm being forced. They, as far as I'm concerned, everybody who agrees that he's the president is a traitor right now to their country, and retribution will come for all that later. But let's get down to your assignment. Mr. Obama, he wants you to get to know him. He's a narcissist, so this whole thing was about him. That's why I have no problem with presidents talking to school kids at all. But when it's about them, and this is the only time a president's ever spoken about him, he wants you all to know him, read his books, you know. That's part of the study course that he gave to all the teachers before he gave his speech to you. I got homework for you, okay? Like I said, I'm one of those crazy people who thinks that he's not a citizen, that he wasn't born in this country. I'm on his grandma's side. Before the Kenyan government shut her up, she told 3 different reporters that he was born in Mombasa, Kenya. I believe her. She witnessed it. That's what she says. I buy it from her. There's part of the assignment. Go find out where he was born. I go with his grandma. I'm on her side. And as you research, you'll find out yourselves. But that's your assignment. Find out who he is. He wants you to get to know him. He wants you to know who he is. Take him up on it. I would love for everybody for you to go out and prove that he's an American citizen right now. I would love for you to prove that he's the real deal. There's, you know, you shouldn't have any concerns about him. I say he's a communist. Prove me wrong. You go find out where he's never done a communist thing in his life. He's never succumbed to communism in any way, shape, or form. That all of his buddies have been straight, good, clean-cut Americans. Do that. I would love for you to do that. The bottom line is you can't do that. His mentor for over 10 years in Hawaii, when he came back from Indonesia, religiously he's a Muslim. When he came back from Indonesia, his mentor was Franklin Marshall Davis, the gay pedophile. Or not the gay pedophile, the communist pedophile. Maybe he was, well, he can't be gay, because he always took nude pictures of Barry's mom. So he was screwing her. I think with Barry right there too, because they were that's where they did drugs, was over at old Franklin's house. But anyway, prove me wrong. That's the assignment. Prove anything I say about him wrong. And so that was his mentor. pounding him, seriously pounding him with communist thought. And that's what he was, because he praises in his books when you get to know him, like he wants you to do. Go get to know him by reading his books. You'll find out his love of his Marxist professors. And that's another thing, kids. Understand the school system now. The school system now in America, especially the colleges, are socialist indoctrination centers. I don't know where America got off the path, but it was over 60 years ago. And all the kids in colleges love their Marxist professors. Marxist theory is not only stupid, but will forever be unworkable. The oppressed versus the oppressors, and that's all it will ever be. End of story. Capitalism is the only way for all of the world in all of civilization, and on and on and on. But whatever. The assignment is still the same. Find out who he is. He wants you to know who he is. So that's your assignment. Go find out. Where was he born? What passport did he use to go to Pakistan back in 1981? He was over there for 3 weeks. He didn't change his name back to Barack Hussein Obama from Barry Soetoro until he got back from Pakistan. Here's the trick. He was in Pakistan a year that Americans were barred from travel to Pakistan, so he couldn't have used an American passport. Find out what passport he used to get over to Pakistan with. Then you might have a clue to his citizenship. I say it was his Indonesian passport. A lot of other people think it was a British passport because he's Kenyan. Find out. Find out the truth. That's your homework. Get home, get on your computer, and research. He wants you to know who he is. He's paying a lot of money to lawyers to hide the truth of who he is. You get out there and do the work. You take him up on his challenge. You find out who he is. Go around his lawyers. You can do it. You can find out. A lot of it's Freedom of Information Act. That's how you'll find out about Franklin Marshall Davis. FBI files. 600 pages of it. Go find out who that guy is, and you'll find out a lot about Barry. Jeremiah Wright. Bill Ayers, the Weather Underground. All of his buddies from Chicago. He's a communist. But I would love for you to prove me wrong, kids. And that's your assignment. Find out who your president is. That's what he wants you to do. I would love you to do it. That's your assignment. That's your homework. Find out who this guy is. Don't go to sites who have an agenda. Go find out the truth. Freedom of information. You kids know computers more than any adult. I believe that. I totally believe that. So you'll know where to go to find out the truth. Research the man. I did the research 3 years ago. It was probably easier back then because nobody had any clue that he was a communist and all these other radical things that all of his czars are. They have a plan. They're implementing it. He got in. He got in through fraud, through Acorn, the Acorn vote. And you can find out about that too. Research that. But that's the assignment. He wants you to know who he is. Go find out who he is. There you go. Get on it soon, kids. You should know who your president is. I'm out.